What up? Oh, is that shit? Is that shit even heading in the right direction? God damn, people, I'm sorry. I always got this shit pointed in the wrong direction. How the fuck you turn this shit around? Oh, no. 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 Ain't it? Ain't it neither. She just constantly go live with guest shit. Nope. I need to turn the fucking camera around. Ah, there we go. What up, people? Fuck it. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, thereabouts, and I'm up. One of them nights that I'm too frustrated to sleep. Figure I'd try this TikTok live shit out. Instead of sitting here by myself wondering where I could put a hole at in this fucking city. Instead of sitting where I could thinking where I could find a soft spot in this city to fucking make my community and my society take notice. To my disgust. My ever raging disgust. You know what it is tonight, though? I ain't gonna fuck. You know what kind of triggered me off tonight, people? I hope y'all can see me too, because it is kind of dark. I should have probably turned the cameras on and shit, but I ain't really playing this shit. Y'all know I ain't got no production team. But what kind of really had me frustrated today? Well, there was an incident here with one of my neighbors. I'm kind of worried about him. I hope he's doing all right. But then I listened to this fucking story, man, on the news. Y'all know I watch the news all day, like to fucking just. I just run the news on fucking live streams just so y'all can get the real time, real deal truth about what fuck nonsense is going on in this city. I'm trying to finish my motherfucking transition out this motherfucker. If it wasn't for the court dates, I wouldn't be here. These fucking punk ass bitches and these fucking sorry ass fucking. Oh man. But yeah, anyway. You know what got me today? This fucking story is going around with this migrant student. Someone invite me to co-host. Who the fuck is up this morning wanting to co-host? You got jokes. Anyway, yeah, the story with the migrant kid being detained in Pennsylvania, snatched out of a Brooklyn school. It was kind of bittersweet because on one hand, I am happy that all of them motherfuckers sat and revealed themselves on the court steps. Not a traditional family court, civil court. I forgot what court. Old shuttered court that they were standing on. But the Democrats, the teachers, the caregivers, the pyros. See, them motherfuckers, we don't usually, They like roaches in your cupboard. And they've been silent because they haven't been able to get highlighted. So you got fathers and other advocates in this family law reform that have been telling y'all about these child traffickers, these stakeholders in the family court, child trafficking and family milling, but we never really had an opportunity to expose them. Well, today with this migrant shit, they're exposing themselves. And I'll tell you how. And y'all gotta go back to my videos. I've been talking about this shit for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Let me not start babbling because I don't want to get off point. The comparison was to my son. It's 21 months now I haven't seen my son. I got the court report that I've been trying to do a video on. It's just that other shit keep happening. I got the the third amended petition asking for a permanent order of protection. I ain't seen my son in 21 months and they still are petitioning just 2 weeks ago for a further 2-year order of protection that I don't see my son till he's 18. That's why I have nights like this where I just want to put a hole in this fucking city. But, you know, me and a lot of dads just sounding like blaring idiots because most of you normal society don't understand what we're talking about. But this is one of those stories that kind of sheds a light. Do you know why they're beefing about these migrant kids and being detained and being deported? Because the migrant kids are worth the same checks that our American kids are worth in the courts. See, years ago when this whole shit was going down with the migrant kids being detained in the fences and the federal government detaining kids, a lot of you stupid motherfuckers was out there talking about the racism and the this and the that. And a lot of us advocates were trying to tell y'all, hey, federal government don't do child care. The state do child care. So any underage child that gets brought into this country, if they don't get stopped at the border by the federal border patrol, once they cross in, they become state property. Ward to the state, just like so many of our bastard, disabled, inflicted kids. And they become a check. You understand? A burden on the taxpayer, sent invoices sent to the federal government. And all of those invoices travel or sent essentially to Social Security. See, this whole beef about the Democrats scaring y'all with, oh, they're gonna take food stamps and the disabled are not gonna receive their checks. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Even though Trump keeps telling y'all that they ain't troubling no food stamps, they ain't troubling no fucking disabled person's checks. But what he is trying to trouble is those disability checks that those students get when they get put in those special ed programs. Here in New York, it's called District 75 programs, and they get saddled with that IEP. You know, fellas, fathers, this is why they don't allow us in the schools, because we would recognize the IEP is just a rap sheet. We are the second voice that a child has in any final determination being made about that child's life. The mothers are whores that simply just sell the kids for benefit. So they go along with the shit. Fathers, we don't tolerate that shit, and we'll question it, and most likely won't sign our kids, sell our kids like that. That's why I'm in this predicament I'm in now. So like I was telling y'all niggas, boy, I love it. I love it. I wish I was out there with them. But I lost that life of high revs and high speeds because I decided to be a fucking father and fight for family law reform. My dumb ass. Anyway, I've learned some shit. So now they're gonna fucking know and always hear from my dumb, disgusted ass. But yeah, so like I'm saying, and I hope y'all keeping up with me because I kind of just throw shit. The migrant kids are essentially being farmed through family court services, just like our kids. This story with the guy that's being held, Mamadou, whatever the fuck his name is, high school student, and who you saw standing out in front of the cameras, his teachers, his pyros, the program directors, and they kind of slid it in when they were like, yeah, his school, I forgot the name of the high school down here on in downtown Brooklyn, but it's not an accredited general education high school. It's a transfer school. There's a lot of them around this motherfucker neighborhood. They call them transfer schools for kids who don't have enough credits or have disabilities. How do I know? Because they took my son out of an accredited general education system and are right now at this moment hiding him in one of those special ed high schools in Manhattan. Like I said, they got them all over the fucking city. I don't know how many in each borough, but these schools fight to siphon more and more federal funding, so the kids will always have insufficient credits. The kids will. Yeah, they talking about a high school. Yeah, that kid. They talking about a high school kid, and they talking about drawings and crayons. That's the kind of fucking student that they trying to tell you motherfuckers Donald Trump has improperly and illegally detained for deportation. A teenager who's being taught in school the use of crayons. And then they got motherfucking 30 or 40 stakeholder agency, federally funded providers talking about, oh, this is wrong, this is against the law, this is... No, you bastard, this is a cut in your fucking check. Because for every student, and who knows how much money these motherfuckers get. I mean, they taken down the black community with this shit. Y'all talk about the fuckers, because every culture, every community has its colored smoke that gets blown up the ass. Its ass. And for the black people or the black community, they rely on us fathers. We fathers are always what up, good night, bro? We fathers are always, abusive or somehow held responsible for the sicknesses and whatever the dysfunctions is going on in our family. So when it comes to education, because the DOE is a fucking partner in crime. And I know I just fucking went off track again. I forgot I thought I was about to say. But I know I was trying to make sure y'all understand. It starts with federal funding. The family courts are the only authorized, mandatory director of all this shit. Because essentially, a family court orders you to do something, you got to do it. So when the family court orders our children into services, orders the parents into services, orders, people to go do a fucking intake. Like, how many intakes do you motherfuckers do? Don't y'all know that's essentially just putting yourself on a client list, which will be used to justify a budget appropriation. And that's what these kids are. Like I said, they've basically worn the black community out. Almost all our kids are disabled in District 75s, saddled with IEPs. That's what I got to get back to. And sometimes I need some people to remind me when I get off track. But the IEPs, because an IEP, individual educational program. You know why it's got to be an individual educational program? Because it's actually a treatment. They can't call it a curriculum because a curriculum would be, uh, uh, something that could be applied or used against the whole student body. No, IEPs got to be given just like prescriptions got to be given to a specific individual for a specific need for blah blah blah. And these IEPs plan a child's life up until they're 27, well into adulthood. So you put a child at 8 on an IEP, they got directions to follow until they're 27, 28. That's an invoice that's being essentially, let me put it to you like this, that's an invoice that's being sent from the Department of Education to Social Security to be paid for treatment given to a patient. But it's not a hospital. It's not a retired person. You know what I mean? It's not for a family down in their luck and requiring the aid of some food stamps. No. It's for these fucking predatory agencies that just learned the hustle. It's racketeering. If y'all understanding what I'm saying so far. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I first got into this, and I came in with the black thing. I came in on the black thing, and then I met fathers from other cultures, other what the fuck they call that shit? Other races, creeds, financial structures. And we was always talking about this divorce and child support. Y'all don't hear me when I fucking say who I am and where I'm from, right? I don't pay child support. I never have. I got kicked off of child support because I created this platform. Child support said disgusted dads was too much of a risk to my child's safety, and no money, some bullshit. I know I tried to object. I objected. I demanded that I be kept on child support, and at that time I was told I got no say so over the court, over the child support orders. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe me, but I got the documents. Y'all know that. I don't say nothing that I can't show in black and white. Not like about 99% of the rest of you motherfuckers. But yeah, I got kicked off of child support. And I know it's not something that I could teach you guys, so don't ask me. I don't know jack shit about child support because I've been kicked off over my own objections. Yeah, I got to go to Legal Dads for that. He's the expert on child support. But yeah, like I was saying when I first started this shit, and I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, see, some young niggas actually out here at what, 4 or 5 in the morning, louder than me, playing drill music. You know what that is? That's that IEP. See, a lot of y'all don't know, since y'all are not engaged in the Department of Education side of it, what has given these fucking YNs, YNBs, YTs, whatever the fuck y'all want to call this young set. Y'all don't know why they feel so emboldened to wild the fuck out, do y'all? That's because a lot of y'all don't know about IEPs. Now let me tell you what, I ain't that smart, I didn't know to pick it up, nobody just gave it to me. I found out about an IEP, or I took notice when I got custody of my son. His mother had been using him as a disability check since he was born. She learned from her mother. Yo, these bitches got like 50 years of hustling the system. I can say what y'all want to say about Edmund Welch. I got dragged into this shit 15 years ago. These bitches got 40 years, 50 years, 60 years involved in this fucking family court shit. And so I had gotten custody of my son. And you know I got custody of, oh God, that's another story. But anyway, I got custody. He was in District 75, had an IEP, and I had been always adamant that my son had no mental, he ain't had no fucking mental deficiencies, he ain't had no emotional deficiencies. He acted in a certain manner when he was in a company and in a certain environment, but I had never seen it or experienced it, and for a while I had to fight it because they said I was lying. And they said his behavior could only come from a man who didn't like women. So they were trying to accuse me of just being a woman hater from 15 years ago. I'm angry and don't like these bitches now. Bottom feeders, essentially black women, my culture. I'm kind of sick now. But 15 years ago, I was just trying to check these bitches and ask them, like, yo, let's clean this shit up in our community. But nah, my community, it don't want to change. It want to be slaves. It want collars around its neck. It wants motherfucking to be kept in kennels, and it wants to be fed at a fucking trough. Anyway, so they had, when I got custody of my son, they had immediately started accusing me of what's that? Medical neglect. And I was like, medical neglect? Ain't no, what do you mean? Fuck. Dental, physical? They were like, nah, educational, because he's under this IEP. So I was like, so what the fuck does the IEP got to do with me holding medical? Because they're saying because you're refusing to have him participate in programs. I'm like, he don't need to be in programs. But for argument's sake, for a year, the first year I had him for me for 5 years, but the first year I had to actually let him coast through the remaining sign-ups that he was involved in while he was with the mother. You know, the transition to me, he was still a client and a patient, let me put it like that. So that's how I got in. They wouldn't have let me in if I had showed up without a kid, but because I had a kid already involved, I was able to get in. And believe me, if y'all see my videos from 2018, 2019, things like that haven't been erased and banned, you'll hear I was talking about it then, like, yo, how strange I felt in certain places because I was a father, and fathers were normally not allowed or seen in these environments. So anyway, like I was saying, the first thing that when they were trying to explain to me what an IEP was, they said, hey, he's gonna lose the protections. And I was like, what protections? He's in school. What kind of, like they were making it seem like security in a prison. I'm an ex-con. I think, lawfully in penitentiary all the time. Yes. And these bitches ain't making it no easier. Anyway, so when I asked them to explain these fucking protections, that's when, and I try to compress it as much as possible. That's when they were like, well, if he misbehaves in school, say he gets into a fight and hits another student, he wouldn't be charged with a crime. He wouldn't go to jail. He wouldn't be punished. And I'm like, well, that don't quite make sense. I mean, not to say I want my son to get away with assaulting a kid in school, but if he's in school and he does some bullshit, y'all handle it as y'all see, as what I felt would be the same manner when I was a kid in school. We did some bullshit, we got into a fight, we got took to the principal's office. At the principal's office, we'd further find out what our fate would be, because it wouldn't be over just about to separate and putting us in a fucking room. No, you're gonna talk to somebody. Remember when, yeah, I'm Gen X. We used to get spankings by our teachers or our deans or our hall monitors or lunchroom monitors. Somebody in the fucking school who wasn't related to us and was an employee of the city had the authority to put hands on us. So, fast forward 2019 when they're telling me this type of father that I am, like, yeah, we don't hold the kids accountable when they do something wrong if they are under an IEP. I was like, all right, well, that sounds funny to me right then and there because he won't learn, um, proper behavior if he's not facing penalties for misbehavior in school. And I know at this time they don't spank kids, but I'm like, they're telling me they're not gonna do shit. So I'm like, that don't make sense. You know what I mean? So that's when they further told me, well, yeah, the IEP protects the children from penalties no matter what they do. And I'm like, well, yo, y'all can't fucking like have the kids knowing that because then y'all gonna have anarchy in the schools if the kids know that there's no such things as penalties. But like I said, that's in the schools. But when I realized that the courts, so keep up with me, the IEP absolves the kid from any penalties for any misbehaviors in the school. If he's now outside the school, outside of school hours, off school property, in the public, just wandering at any day or hour, and he commits a bad act and has to be arrested or taken to the court, now when he's before a judge, the fucking legal aid or whatever attorney is representing him is going to inform the criminal court judge this child or this individual has an IEP. And then they will face no consequences in criminal court. That's why the fucking kids are running around, especially here in New York City, because I told y'all how many years ago, everything that's wrong with this country gets developed here in New York City, because if it passes muster here in New York City, in this metropolis, the rest of you motherfuckers are gonna fall easy as fucking cards. So New York City, what you're saying is a bunch of wild ass young niggas, young whites, young Spanish, young bitches, whatever you want to call them, a bunch of young kids that are running the fuck around out here because they know only they won't be penalized because they are under IEPs, individual educational plan. Now, I've been on here 27 minutes. I don't even want to get all into the Title 4D and Social Security and Medicare funding that pays into this shit. So the more kids they have in this in these programs, the more kids that have an IEP, the more checks. I mean, the checks go to the school, the checks, all they keep talking to y'all about is pre-K and early child care. No, they're going to take care of your fucking child until they're 27 because your child will be listed as retarded and disabled until they're 27. You know what I mean? They just got to brand them when they're in pre-K. Once a child gets branded with a District 75 label, oh, they done. They finished. From pre-K right on up through, they'll never make college. Never. My son was supposed to have been taking 1 year, some early freshman college course this year. Y'all seen what I was upset 2 years ago. I was highly upset, and only because of the way they knocked my son off track. What they do to me is, I'm a 55-year-old black man. You know how much of my fucking life has been fucking at the hands of the disparaging, bitter black woman? Now they depending on DV and wilding the fuck out. I grew up with bitches being proud to be bipolar. Bipolar, bipolar, whatever the fuck. It sound like a fucking watch, a fucking fashion brand, bipolar. What, you know how we was hearing that when we was going? Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Y'all remember when bitches was boiling oil, was throwing hot pots of hot oil on fucking niggas and they sleep? Remember how they was getting over doing that shit? Not getting charged with fucking assault for pouring boiling Crisco Wesson oil on niggas while they was asleep? Remember how the bitches would just be like, I'm bipolar. All of a sudden she's got a new fucking crib in another state. And you in fucking jail because you fucking tried to kill that bitch after getting doused with that fucking oil. See, that's why I stay away from these bitches. Like, I don't want to be a motherfucker who the sensational story will be how and look, I can't even say that. I done said it already 3-4 times. Like, I'm trying my best not to be a sensational story of killing a bitch when society won't even realize or respect or take heed to, well, she brought it on her fucking self. I mean, right now y'all got what's that Sha'Carri Richardson bitch? Like, goddamn. I'm so happy for fucking social media, the web, the World Wide Web, because, like, we are in an age where the truths can't be fucking hidden. If you got a fucking camera, have a body cam. All these fucking cameras, there shouldn't be no lies. Should not live in today's time. We fucking rely too much on fucking audio and visual captures, but lies still fucking live. Well, in family court, but I'm fucking rolling off on some shit. Yeah, we was talking about why these kids is wilding the fuck out. So if y'all don't believe me, y'all need to go ahead and ask. I mean, the way them motherfuckers had the fucking nerve to stand out and demand the release of this fucking child, ask those motherfuckers. You know a child care specialist? You know a LMSW, LMCW, LMAW, Pyro, Chaperone, you know, anyone with a fucking college degree in fucking social services or child care or whatever the fuck bullshit ass fucking bachelors and associate's degree these motherfuckers are so proud of having. In my day, that would have been called the GED. Y'all motherfuckers got fucking college degrees working as fucking farm hands, essentially. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody got engineering degrees. Don't nobody got STEM degrees. Nobody got technical degrees. All you motherfucking proud bastard gatekeeping motherfuckers got y'all goddamn babysitting, glorified babysitting degrees, and y'all got jobs doing fucking child care specialists. There shouldn't be no such thing as child care specialists when we got fucking kids taking guns from police, doubling up on scooters, shooting federal officers, running through stores. My God, I wish I was a kid these days. My fucking brilliance and my motherfucking bravery to commit crimes, if I could commit crime, as I did 17-year-old, as I did when I was 17, in a free society that 17-year-olds got today, oh my God. Oh my God. I wouldn't be living in this fucking rat-infested trap house. I'd fucking have gold bullion and stacked in the garage. I could steal so much. Like, y'all got these motherfucking kids wilding the fuck out and they don't even steal nothing of value. I mean, y'all gonna fuck around and I'm gonna really turn black on society and I'm gonna fucking gather some of these little motherfuckers up under my wing. Since I can't be a good dad, I can't even be a disgusted dad, I might as well be a wicked ass fucking dad. I might as well be a criminal dad. I might as well be a fucking, uh, I don't know, dictator dad. I don't know. I gang dad or dad gang. I don't know, some shit. You know what I mean? Be something that you motherfuckers could take notice of. I mean, we couldn't get 15-year-olds to sell crack in the 80s the way these motherfuckers is running around snatching, clearing a whole display shelf out of a fucking iPhone store, Apple store, driving off of fucking lots with 700 horsepower cars. 3 and 4 at a time, 5 and 6 at a fucking time. This is a great day to be a fucking kid in this fucking country. As long as they got IEPs. You see, when you look at, and here I go hopping from one box to another. See, when you go look at what's happening on the college campuses, it's a bunch of foreign students upset about what's going on in their schools. Ain't no American students, ain't no black students, ain't no students of color congregating on no fucking college campus talking about divest from fucking Israel. No. They got little niggas here in the fucking ghettos talking about, hey, don't let them divest our food stamps and our fucking pre-K care, pre-K seats and all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? And now that Trump done turned around and set some fire up under these DEI bitches, calling an audit. Yeah, I had an argument with my friend the other day. And he dead serious. I said, I'm gonna have to fucking, like, move. Because I don't want to fuck up our friendship over no fucking politics. I was shocked at the conversation we had the other day and how strongly he felt. You know what I mean? But I kind of angered him more because when he tried to use the whole community of welfare, food stamp, SSI recipients, I was like, bro, you don't know who the fuck you talking to? You forgot. I am the ex-con, persistent predicate felon, relying on fucking SSI and food stamps and living in a fucking basement. There's too many of them to say, but I'll just say of women, of my black women family. The true, as they claim, the bum-ass nigga. So when I'm talking about my conditions and how I got here and who I am here with, how can y'all argue with me? Oh, I'm supposed to join the crew that's upset if Donald Trump take my food stamps? Take them motherfuckers. Give me a fucking job. Give me a fucking, set me up, have this country provide me with employment that comes with the living wage. I'll work till I drop dead. Like the old men used to do, manhood used to do in this country. I ain't proud to be sitting up here. That's why you think I'm fighting these bitches. Why you think I lost my son? My son, I'm trying to leave the state with my son, and they decided they couldn't lose 2 scapegoats, 2 providers, because keeping me and my son here in New York State and splitting us up, splitting us apart, my son is now providing for 2 households in Manhattan, and I'm providing for this fucking whole fucking kennel right here. You know what I'm saying? Just by being a scapegoat. Just by being the 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 target that a silver bullet can get shot at. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the court reports. They've been having my son in trauma bonding treatment with his mother for the past 21 months and telling me that he's thriving. He's thriving and he doesn't want to have anything to do with his father. You know what I mean? But for the 5 years, you taxpayers didn't have the burden of taking care of my son. But now that my son is back in that horror's environment, he's now a burden back on you taxpayers. His mother is now a burden back on you taxpayers. His grandmother in a separate household is now a burden on you taxpayers. All because they say I'm a danger. So because I'm a danger, you taxpayers got to pay, last I checked I knew, $115 for every person that speaks to them individually. Y'all know how much money my fucking son is bleeding from you taxpayers right now? Y'all should be upset. Y'all know how much fucking money I'm bleeding from you taxpayers? My God, y'all should be upset. Trust me, a lot of fucking men won't admit. And not because we're winning. Most of my peers are embarrassed. Most of my peers are broken. You know what I mean? Most men like me are like so fed up and like no more fucks given. They are allowing this, and that's a problem. That is a problem because we need to be fucking raiding these motherfuckers. We need to be stampeding through their camps and their fucking hideouts, setting fires. You know what I mean? We need to be tearing down their monuments. You dig what I'm saying? You know, they might be, tomorrow morning I'll probably have some police over here talking about Administration for Children's Services said that you was on live at 4 in the morning threatening them. And then they'll charge you taxpayers for security for the next 10 days. That's all these fucking bitches do. These days, in 2025, you can guarantee if you see one of these nigga bitches, and y'all see, and the thing about it is that society is such a hit and miss shooter. Y'all know relationships, y'all already have recognized that relationships with women today are transactional, right? Y'all already know that. I see it all the time on all these fucking videos. But y'all only apply it to certain scenarios. Selective application. That's what I call it. Y'all apply it to selective application. But y'all gotta understand that everything involving women and children today is transactional. Everything. And I'm not talking about the little dumbass book bags in school. Fuck that. Family court is raping you motherfuckers of billions of dollars a year in the name of fucking American children. I'm sorry, American and migrant children. And the migrant children come with bonuses because they definitely got a family with them. See, an American family is only a fucking child and mother and whatever siblings they got. But I see with the migrants, they actually allowing men to come along too, but then the men they haven't ripened to their value as perpetrators. You know what I mean? Don't worry. Migrant men gonna start getting hit with DV charges. It's gonna drive them crazy, cause you know they hands on in their community, in their culture they hands on. They probably think that what's happening to us black men, accused of DV at every faucet, every crook and cranny, they probably laughing at us and giggling. Actually, they are. I've spoken to a few, and they think that it's something that we black men are doing, and I'm telling them like, yo, bye. Right now, you're being treated as a newcomer to this country who doesn't know the rules. It's obvious. You're being treated as a migrant, so they're not gonna, treat you like they would treat me. You raise your voice and all that shit. But don't worry, you sit around here long enough where they know that you should know ignorance is where they can hit you with the ignorance is no excuse, and fuck around. And smack your senorita or fucking spank your fucking little Nino and watch out. And woo, they probably gonna definitely get more time than any of us niggas would, because those niggas know we don't really violate like that where we gonna leave bumps and bruises and shit like that. You know what I mean? We'll leave whelps. See, that's what I got in trouble. That's what I'm convicted of now. They said that I pressured my son too much. I got the fucking court report, and I gotta read that shit out to y'all one of these days. Like I said, I've been meaning to, but so much other shit's been happening, and I'm representing myself, so I can't really reveal too much shit. But I had to talk about this IEP, and again, like always, I hope I made sense enough for y'all to catch on, because like something can be done about it. Something has to be done. We can't let Trump just have all the fun. I mean, he's kind of weakening our enemies' fathers. You know what I mean? These bum ass bitches. You hear how these fucking women are screaming now. Like, sounds like they almost want to ask the men to return. See, right now they're too busy still trying to use that reverse psychology, like it's not their fault and they not to be held accountable. You know what I mean? These bitches still trying to, dodge accountability and rely on entitlement, and then use the motherfucking reverse psychology to make me feel sorry and forgiveful. Nah, that's one thing I can put out here. I ain't never forgiven none of you bitches. I would never forgive my people, my culture, my community, all my women folk for what y'all done. And I ain't gonna let y'all get away with saying it's the white man. Remember, y'all college educated these days. Y'all smart. Y'all capable to make a fucking check. Go to work every day. Ain't no reason why no motherfucking white man should be fucking convincing you to destroy your fucking family and your people and your culture. How the fuck is he still doing that? And y'all forget I was an escort driver going to the Epstein, the P. Diddy, the parties in the Hamptons and in the W hotels. I already know that black women ain't scared of fucking white men. I know fucking black women will suck a white man dick with pleasure. In a tunnel even. So I don't tolerate that black women powerless. Come on, man. I think I've seen almost every culture, every race, creed, and religion in its most carnal bliss. Y'all can't tell me jack shit about these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing as fucking politics, class, religion, none of that when motherfuckers is trying to bust a nut. Ejaculation is the motherfucking unifier of all things. You know what I mean? Don't nothing fucking satisfy differences like sharing some fucking cum. Boy, and I tell you, like I told my man the other night, just for fucking shits and giggles. I was like, bro, you remember I was assigned 2 to 3 girls a night. I worked 5 to 7 nights a week. I did this shit for 52 weeks for 10 plus years. Just how many motherfucking unions and get-togethers do you think I witnessed? And that's why I'm in this fucking family court now. Bullshit I'm in. I keep telling y'all, I fucking dip my hand in the company miscellaneous change box. Fucked around and tried to steal some extra supplies from the company and got fucked. Fucked my goddamn life up. You know what I mean? I should have got permission from my supervisor before I took some of the fucking company supplies home. But yeah, I'm not disgusted dad. I ain't become disgusted dad by accident. Well, good night, bro. I mean, what I did by accident, but
Later on, I want to ask you a question about the cameras, all right?
okay, sure thing, anything.
I have a side hustle for you to hook me up.
Okay, you looking for something like that?
Yeah.
These are Lorex.
Okay, how much they cost?
I bought them used for like four and change, but I mean I gotta set it. It's the system is so big I can't even use all of it.
Right.
Like it's got some big shit that I had planned on putting up from the roof so I could see all the way to Rogers and all the way to New York.
Well, all I need is up on top of the staircase and maybe like on the inside, right?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I can show you some things.
All right, bro.
Yeah, man.
Go.
All right, good day. Have a good one. Yeah. Yo, I think I might go into the business of fucking selling cameras. See, I might be missing out on fucking being a parent to my children, but I know I'm making a difference. You know what I mean? I get asked too much advice. You know what I mean? And the only ones that have a problem with what I am and what I have become is the fucking black woman. And the one Jewish whore that's my son's grandmother. You know what I mean? That's the only non-melanated hyena gnawing at my motherfucking limbs all the time. Is that shit. But other than that, like I keep telling y'all, listen, I know too many secrets from my people, man. I've experienced too much shit. I've always been the man in the shadows, in the dark, in the closets. You dig what I'm saying? In the dens, in the garages, in the woods even. You know what I'm saying? Helping people hide their fucking skeletons and their secrets. You know what I mean? And I actually tried to just live my life simply enjoying the fact that I survived all that bullshit that I've been through. But no, these fucking bitches, God had to look at me like, oh, he's tired. He don't want to be convicted no more. I hear that a lot going around these days. You dumb motherfuckers trying to figure out the true nature of a quiet ass 50-something-year-old man. Are y'all fucking dumb? Y'all forgot where we came from? Don't go back. Don't look at a 55-year-old man and think about what it was 55 years ago. You gotta look at a motherfucking man like me 55 years ago and think, hey, what was he going through 30 years ago, 35 years ago? Y'all remember them times there? And I don't know why motherfuckers like me ain't told y'all yet. The reason why us 55-year-old men, most of us are cool is because, well, you motherfuckers today is pussy. Y'all soft. Y'all crazy. Y'all not even crazy. Motherfucker like me, I spent enough years in prison with crazy people. I know what crazy is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers is out here TikToking videos of somebody fucking or propped with his ass up, passed out on the sidewalk and calling him crazy. And you ain't for standing there with a video camera pointed at his asshole on the sidewalk. Are y'all stupid? Y'all dumb? Motherfuckers like me come from a time where bet not be no fucking camera around. Motherfuckers like me, we quiet because we can't tell y'all what we did. There's a thing called statute of limitations, you dumb motherfuckers. I am not, disclaimer, I am not admitting to any cold or unsolved crimes. Nowhere, ever, at no time, in any past or present, whatever. I don't know jack shit. I'm quiet, because I want to be quiet. Y'all motherfuckers be talking about, hey, tell all expose. You fucking liar. Come on. Even things with no statute of limitations. They locking up all these stupid motherfuckers who got pussy 30 years ago. You think I'm gonna fuck around and tell people what the fuck I was doing 30, 35 years ago? I wasn't thinking about pussy, I know that. Well, I was thinking about one. I ain't getting into my love life. I ain't got nothing no more. That shit is dead. You know what I mean? Y'all bitches killed it. I don't love nothing no more. Bitches killed everything I got to love, but expect me to love them. That's stupid. That's crazy. Deranged. Yeah, but that's why motherfuckers like me at my age is quiet and chilling and relaxed. The one thing that's right, we want peace. But you can get peace. Listen, niggas serving 25 to life, oh, they got peace. Believe me, they get all the peace in the fucking, they get all the peace that they fucking want. You know what I mean? Don't talk to no motherfuckers that served 25 years of life out here. Talk to motherfuckers who still serving 25 life and see how much peace they got. You know what I mean? I can't even sit out here at 4 o'clock in the morning in the streets and have peace. Y'all seen what the fuck just walked past me a little while ago, blasting some dumb shit out of a fucking Bluetooth speaker. You know? Y'all want me to be stepfather to something like that? 8 million people in this motherfucking city. I don't even know how many of these fatherless bastards running around here stampeding. I got a court order that's telling me I gotta stay away from one. But society are telling me, go play with any of the rest of the other bastard fatherless children. Just stay away from one. Yours. Stay away from your seed. But pick up a goddamn fallen piece of fruit from anybody's tree. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, the limitations on live? That motherfucker, there's a countdown clock on live. I didn't know that. I gotta get a fucking production assistant or somebody. What I was telling me? Drag the puzzle. Why I gotta drag a puzzle into a piece for to do what? Oh! My live has been restricted for some audiences. Okay. For whatever the fuck reason for it. What is it? Smoking? You're gonna accuse me of drinking? Or one of you bottom feeders is up this morning perusing my shit. You know what? You bitches 20 and 30 years, so stay the fuck off of my shit. I'm too old for you motherfuckers and I don't like y'all. I don't trust y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting up here looking. I mean, I actually don't know what the fuck y'all want. I don't know why y'all paying attention to my shit. I don't get on y'all shit, so I don't know why y'all. I don't even know how y'all found my shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I'm not an attractive motherfucker. You know, one of them strong man types. But y'all don't know what to do with nothing like me, so I don't know why y'all focus on my shit. Anyway, the countdown clock disappeared, so I don't know how much time I got, so I'm gonna end this shit now. But yeah, you bitches go find yourselves a noose or a tree to hang from or some shit, I don't know. But stop, leave me the fuck alone. I'm here to fucking destroy family law, corruptions, and abuse. All you stakeholder agencies, all you motherfucking child traffickers and child groomers and fucking defalderers. Yeah. I'm trying to fucking build a community, an army, a legion to come and hunt you motherfuckers. So, I'm gonna get out of here. Next time I do a live, it'll probably be with them court orders and petitions, so I can have some more deep discussion about y'all with y'all about, you know, how to handle that shit. Cause I'm handling these bitches. They just won't stop. I mean, but this ain't the life I chose. You know what I mean? Oh, but it's a life I can fucking live. I bet that. You don't bet against that. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna be out. Edmund Welch, Disgusted Dads. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for being my release. Don't worry, when y'all get up in the morning, the trains will still be running, the buses will still be running. I ain't gonna fuck up y'all morning commute.